Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha and we are continuing the 25 days of Christmas here on my channel. Today we're going to watch Lonely Christmas, I believe, by Monsta X. I'm a little worried, but very excited because I don't want to cry today. I've got a lot to get done. I don't have time for an emotional breakdown, not today. If you're new to this series or you've been here watching these videos, I hope you're having a great, happy, and healthy holiday season with you and your family, whether you celebrate Christmas, another holiday, or no holiday at all. I hope you're having a great December and holiday season. I just saw The Dreaming, the movie by Monsta X. What an experience. Let's do a tiny little story time before we get started. I'll put like a timestamp for when the reaction's gonna start, because you guys will appreciate this story and you're like the only people I can tell it to, besides the people who were there. So, I go to the theater with Aubrey, who has been on my channel. You probably know her if you've been watching my channel, and our other friend from work. And we're all like big into K-pop, really excited. Me and Aubrey are going to see Monsta X in February on tour. Huh. So it's like I'm doing my due diligence. I'm doing my homework. I went to see the documentary to try and soak up as much Monsta X as I can before the tour happens. I'm slowly making my way through the albums and all of the music videos. Those videos will be coming out soon. Maybe by the end of the year or maybe in January. Not totally sure. So anyway, we get to the theater. It's great. We get to our seats. I use a wheelchair when I go out and about because I can't walk or stand for too long at the moment based on some of my health issues that are going on. So we had like wheelchair accommodation seating, and we get to our seats and there are seat belts. And I thought to myself, well, some people who transfer from wheelchairs sometimes need a seatbelt, so like didn't think anything of it. Was just like, great, yeah, this is fine. Then like the movie trailers start, the whole like group of seats lifts up off the ground and starts to move. Because of the health issues I have going on, this is a huge problem for me. So I literally jumped out of the seat and like got as quickly to my wheelchair as I could and then stayed there for the rest of the time. So whatever, my friends are having an amazing time. Aubrey is loving it. Our other friend was trying not to get sick. She was not loving it as much. So we were just like, exciting. Wow, didn't see this coming. So then the movie starts. And there's like Juhan on the screen, and then I am, and then Kihan and Minhyuk and Youngwon, and everyone is there and they're talking. And it's in Korean, which I expected. What I didn't expect was there to be no subtitles. I was like, I thought when I looked into this, because I did like the research before we went, I was like, I thought it said there were subtitles. Like I was pretty sure if you go see a film that's not like English, it's gonna have the subtitles, right? Like that's a thing that happens. So then one person leaves the theater. A couple minutes later, another person leaves, then another one, then another one. It gets to the point where one person from each group who's in the theater has left and come back, or just left and their whole group left with them. So me and Aubrey and our friend, we're just sitting there and we're like, I guess we'll just enjoy them singing. I don't know. So finally, one of the just people watching the movie with us came in and was like, they're playing this in a different theater and that theater has the subtitles on. By now we'd been sitting there for 30 minutes watching this movie without subtitles. So they roll me into the other theater. We like sit there. We missed a whole song. We missed the whole beginning of whatever they said in the beginning of the documentary. If you have a recap, please leave it in the comments below because I'm dying to know what they were talking about. I have no idea. So then we watched the rest of the movie with subtitles. We get to see so many songs from the new The Dreaming album. You Problem has been stuck in my head since I saw the movie, and I haven't watched the music video yet. It'll be coming soon. My reaction will be coming soon. But it was just everything that like could have gone wrong did go wrong, and literally after the movie was over, our entire theater went up to customer service because it's like it's the only time the movie was playing was at 7 p.m. So they had all day to prep and to make sure they turned on the subtitles. Like no one was even there like to make sure. We didn't have like a team member come in and let us know we could go to the other theater. Wild. The documentary was great. I really enjoyed it. My favorite parts were the dance practices. Holy cow, that was so fun for me to watch. So that was a very long tangent to tell you all about my experience seeing The Dreaming. Story time over. We're going into the reaction now of Lonely Christmas. Here we go. I did check and there are no subtitles for this video. So. So new. Puppy! What up? Ah, there's so much to get excited over. Merry Christmas. I love that this is filmed as rehearsal and then the real take. 10 out of 10. And that it's black and white and then color. Oh my god, I said I didn't want to cry. Dang it. I'm so mad. I just want to give him a hug. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, just be like, I'm so proud of you. You've done so well. It's rude that when his hair isn't my favorite color, he's just wearing a beanie that's my favorite color. Let me live, honey. Let me live. God. Where's the baby? There he is. Oh. Not the beat changing like this out of nowhere. And we're back. I'm having very weird thoughts while I'm watching this. Like, looks like a cupcake is a cupcake. Looks like could kill you, would kill you. That's what's happening with me and how they look in their voices. Look at the babies. Oh my god, let me explain that thought briefly since this video is already so long. We were watching Shonu, and every time, like when I first knew about Monsta X, I knew him as the dancer of the group, right? Like that was my sort of background research into it before Allie was like, here's how you need to do this, here's what you need to watch. Like things that would just pop up was Shonu as a dancer, because my like feed, my whole YouTube feed is dancing, right? So that makes sense, that connection. But so I knew him as a dancer. I didn't really know what his voice was like. I didn't look into it. And to this day, it still blows my mind to try and connect his voice to his body and like his face, and just like the same with Wonho. Like, it's very difficult for me to try and connect those two things. So then I thought, like, oh, looks like a cupcake is a cupcake. Looks like could kill you is a cupcake. Like, that's where my brain was going with that thought. Anyway, really enjoyed this video. Really liked this song. As Monsta X does, they made me really emotional and then like wanted me to like jam out with them, which I appreciate and I love them for. The vibe of this video is so cozy too, and I think it's a really interesting Christmas video for an idol group to put out, and this is why. BTS, as we know, this year have taken a little vacation for Christmas with their family until March. Great. Every human on the planet should be allowed to take a vacation, take a break. But it's interesting that Monsta X had a Christmas video come out, and it wasn't like an overly produced music video with them in like Christmas sweaters and presents, and it was them working in the studio on this song. I just think that's such an interesting way to go about putting this out, and I think it's important to them because they don't always get breaks for Christmas, and Christmas for them might not always feel like all warm and fuzzy. Like, sometimes they're working and they don't get to be with their families, and that's the side they chose to show us, even though the song lyrics might not be that way. I can't totally tell because I don't speak Korean and there weren't English subtitles. I think this song is more about like wanting a partner during Christmas, or it's called Lonely Christmas, so I can only infer so much. But it's just really interesting that out of all of the videos I've watched so far, this should be day 14 when this comes out. 14? Something like that. That this is the first video where it's like super raw and real, and what they're actually probably doing on Christmas. Really interesting. I really liked it. Before we go, I don't know why, I feel like the Monsta X, like, Monbebes have become like my friends. If you don't feel that way, that's totally fine. I'm not gonna like pressure you to feel that way. But because I feel that way, I printed something today for me, and I wanted to share it with you. So here we go. It's a little cat with a Christmas hat. I just thought it was the cutest thing ever, and I'm gonna probably put it in my phone. I have ATs in there right now for the event that I was at, but isn't he just adorable? I love it. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye!